there, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday on a Tuesday. I'm your host, Madi B, and today I have a special guest, attorney Andy Rubenstein.
Hey, Madi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
This is the second time you've been on the show, so this is awesome to have you, and this is more of a fun show that we're going to do.
Perfect.
So I hope you're ready. We're rodeo style. Yeah, so he's all ready for the rodeo, and so am I with our boots and our braids. So this will be a fun show. I definitely want to open up those lines of communication for you guys. If you have any questions for the attorney today, load them up in the comment section, or if you have any type of comments for us today in today's show. We would love to hear from you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and start with attorney Andy Rubenstein. You're the litigation attorney here at the firm, D. Miller & Associates. So let's talk a little bit about where you went to school. You went to the University of Texas.
I did.
And then you went to the University of Houston.
I did.
You're covering all grounds. And then you went to the South Texas College of Law.
I tried to go to most of the schools I could in Texas, and I achieved, almost got there.
You almost got all of them, right? So how was your experience? And I mean, that's 3 colleges right there. We're talking about the College of Law as well as undergrad. So how was your experience?
Well, I started at University of Texas. I studied chemistry, and at the University of Houston, I was in radio, television, and film. And I think that while there, I got very interested in narratives and stories and storytelling. And I was introduced to some subjects about the law, and I chose to go to law school where I could tell our client stories in a courtroom.
That's awesome. So broadcasting, that's why you're a natural on the camera. Exactly. And then you have to tell the story, which also helps as far as in front of like a jury and a judge. So that we're going to talk a little bit more on the litigating side here in a second. So I personally have had the pleasure to watch you and how you've handled our clients. You do it differently than most attorneys that I have seen and had the pleasure of seeing. So what separates you from the average personal injury litigation attorney?
I don't know exactly how to answer that. I know that what I talked to my department about, the other lawyers that work here, is that we need to listen more than talk. Mm-hmm. And I think that if we listen to the client's story, if we listen to what they're telling us, that we will learn everything that we need to about who they are and about what's important to them.
Yeah, absolutely. I know their story is what basically you guys go out there, go in front of the judge and try to tell the story from your perspective as well. So that is definitely very awesome. So you are very hands-on with your clients. I know you're saying listening, but you're also very hands-on. You talk to the clients very often. So tell us a little bit about your training under Jerry Spence.
Well, Jerry Spence is a trial attorney in Wyoming, and he is a criminal defense lawyer. He's a plaintiff's lawyer. He doesn't represent corporations or the government. And in 1995, he started a college in Wyoming by invitation only. 48 people a year could go there back then. And we'd stay for 30 days on his 40,000-acre ranch.
Wow.
And we basically forgot everything we learned in law school about trying cases. And we learned a new way of learning about cases, about trying cases, about presenting courtroom stories. And it's evolved over the years, like many things, different perspectives, different philosophies. It gets better and better, and we build on what was started in 95. And so I went in 2005, and
Nice.
in 2011 I was asked to be on staff there. Now I'm a member of the faculty and help pass on these gifts that were given to me. I help with other lawyers.
Wow. So you said 2005 you went. Is that something that still currently exists, the ranch style, and like kind of, you said 30 days. It's almost like a boot camp.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It still exists. I believe that it's up to 54 people now, and it was limited just because of accommodations. It's on a working cattle ranch.
Wow.
And so we work in barns, we work in milking barns, we eat at a cookhouse. It's kind of rustic, but the accommodations have grown. There's more cabins now for people to stay in. So I think it's up to 54. And
That's super cool.
yeah, but it's still out there in Du Bois, Wyoming.
So you can wear this outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, I could
You're
wear it.
ready to go, ready to go. So how has that helped you communicate with the juries and the judges, that style and that boot camp?
I think at the end of the day, a lot of what we work on is it's listening, but it's knowing what our own story is. And we need to know our own story before we can tell somebody else's. I think that the human condition is similar for all of us. We all have values, we all have regrets and losses and things that make us happy and things that make us mad. And I think one of the main areas that we work on is empathy, whether it's empathizing with the judge who's having to listen to me drone on in court, or the jury who's having to listen to someone else in court and make a decision that affects their life or their freedom. And so we try to reverse roles with each of those players in the courtroom story to understand what it's like being them, and try to tailor the story for something they want. One of the things that we focus on, there was a writer, Robert Frost. He was in residence at the University of Iowa, great creative writing program. And he once wrote, if there's no tears in the writer, there will be no tears in the reader. And so it's got to be authentic. When we're telling a story, I can't just talk about loss and regret. I've got to feel it. Otherwise, the words I'm saying and the emotion and my body language and everything else won't be congruent, and the jury's knowing that I'm trying to sell them something. And that's not what we do. We don't sell them, we tell them.
Right. It sounds like you bring the story to life, whether it's emotions in the writing and even in person whenever you go in front of a judge or a jury. So you currently, right now, not only are you a litigation attorney here at D. Miller & Associates, but you also teach people how to litigate. It's a passion that you have, and I could just feel it right now in the show. How long have you done this?
Well, I've been on staff since 2011, so about 7.5 years now. And Jerry Spence once said that, a gift is never truly received until it's passed on to somebody else. And so the gifts that I've received by going to the college and learning from a lot of really, really talented people, I'm trying to pass on to others. And in fact, I'm going to be in Austin in end of March. We'll be teaching jury selection there.
Wow, awesome. So how long is, at the end of March in Austin, you'll be there. How long is that teaching session?
It's 4 days, Thursday through Sunday, and lawyers get on their feet. It's not one of those conferences where you go and you sit in a big room in the hotel and they have donuts and you eat and take notes. And that. It's you're on your feet, you're picking a jury, you are getting up there and stepping in and putting it all out there, and hopefully being a little uncomfortable, because I've found that that's where the learning happens.
So do you still get uncomfortable when you go to these teaching sessions? Do you still learn new things about yourself when these teaching sessions?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still uncomfortable in front of a jury. I'm still uncomfortable teaching, but one of the things that we try and do is just acknowledge it. It's like, yeah, okay, that's what I'm feeling right now, and as long as I'm not trying to hide it or pretend I'm not, somehow it always seems to work out.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely hear the passion in your voice, as well as hear with your body language. But what is it to teach this and have others also know about this gift? What do you get out of it? What's the rewarding part that you get?
This might sound trite, but I learn so much from working with others. I always find one or two things brand new that I steal and will use. It gets my mind going. I start thinking about different ways of approaching the same old problem. You know, I mean, that's really what spontaneity is. It's either taking something new to an old problem, or using something old addressing a new problem. And I will see this spontaneity because everybody's up on their feet, and it's brilliant. And so I'll write down, I keep a journal with me where I'll write down all these things. And I think it's that feedback that I get that makes this so wonderful.
I would love to go to one of your seminars and kind of see you in action, see other attorneys in action, and kind of see where it all is kind of starting, and get you guys with this passion. It sounds super awesome. I would love to see you even in the courtroom in action. So maybe one day we could arrange, not the courtroom, that won't be allowed, but definitely like maybe one of these seminars pretty soon. So what is the most rewarding thing about being a trial lawyer?
Again, it's helping people that really need it. And I know that sounds like the Miss America answer, you know, it's canned and all that. But when I try to go to my clients' homes. I tried to sit down and have a meal with them. I can tell more about a client by having a meal in their kitchen and looking what's on their refrigerator. What do they have taped up there? What's special? Because that's where you find it. And I'll learn more from that session than sitting at a conference table with a yellow legal pad taking notes for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so when you're willing to meet with your client and sit in the dark and cry with them because of their loss, and then you see something really good happen, when a jury gets it and says, we agree with you, this shouldn't have happened, I understand, that's the reward.
That's powerful. So you get to really connect with these clients, not just their story, but what is around them in their life, what is special to them. And so when you guys get a settlement in court, we all win. You also feel that same emotion coming out just like the client feels. Yeah. That's awesome. That is definitely rewarding. So now I have to ask you this. What is the most frustrating thing as far as being a trial lawyer? If there's not any, you don't have to answer.
I don't know, like stupid lawyers, I think, on the other side.
That would be, good frustrating.
I mean, it's frustrating, and they're not all stupid because they're on the other side, you know. I like a good fight, but just people that either don't get it or won't listen.
Yeah.
Just wasting time.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Yeah. Listening is really big and definitely important. This goes for any relationship too, for any type of business. Listening is super important. I know we talked about that. So we do have a question that came in. This is from Jessica. Hi, Jessica. She's saying, can you guide me through the process once my 18-wheeler accident case has been filed?
So once we get the case on file, the other side has about 20 days to file an answer, and once they file their answer, then it's a bunch of discovery goes back and forth. So written questions to the other side, requests for documents and photos and things like that. We send to the other side, they send some to us, we answer theirs, they answer ours, and then after that process, the parties might want to talk to the different people involved in the lawsuit. So the other side would take Jessica's deposition, and I'll be there. I'd prepare you for that, and they'll ask a bunch of questions. And by the time we finish preparing, you'll probably not hear a single question that you and I haven't already talked about. They're your answers, it's your story, but I will prepare you for the kinds of questions that they ask. And then I get a chance to talk to their people, and I'll ask them some questions. And I've got a pretty good idea that they don't know all the questions I'm getting ready to ask, but most of them they will. And so once the sides get the case pretty much figured out, where everyone is pretty satisfied that they know what caused the 18-wheeler wreck and what your injuries are from the wreck. The lawyers, if they're good lawyers on the other side, they'll approach me and say, why don't we talk about trying to get this resolved?
Mm-hmm.
And so we might go to a voluntary process called mediation, where we go to a office building where there's a mediator who's a lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
and the mediator will try and get us to agree on a number. It's completely voluntary. We don't have to agree. We can walk away if they don't come up with enough. But that's generally the process, and many cases settle in mediation. By the time we get there, many cases will settle. Maybe 90% will be resolved by that point. But at some point, the parties may just see things differently, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we go to trial, and we'll let the jury decide what happens. And we've been fortunate since I've been here. The occasions that's happened, since I've been head of litigation, we haven't lost. So I think we're evaluating cases correctly over here, and that's generally how things go. It's litigation. It's a lot like what I heard an airplane pilot describe as the art of flying a plane. It's just hours and hours of boredom punctuated by sheer terror, and I think that's kind of how litigation goes. It's just a lot of waiting and doing things, and then a lot of activity, and then a lot of waiting, and then more activity.
Yeah. So it sounds like it could be a lengthy process. So let's talk a little bit about the timeline, because a lot of clients or people that are watching right now think that it might just happen really fast. But like you just said, it's waiting process and back down. And so talk about a little bit the time frame.
Yeah, this might surprise a lot of people, but it's not like it is on TV, because that's not real. In real life, litigation can take, from the time of the wreck, from the collision or whatever is the source of the dispute, it could take a couple of years. From the time we file the lawsuit, cases generally take between 12 and 18 months to get resolved.
That's good to know. Jessica, great question. I think you explained it very well in regards to more of a general basis so that we can understand. I know there's a lot of shows out there that kind of shows a little bit on the litigation side, and you kind of touched a little bit about that. I do have another question from Leroy. This is kind of going what we're talking about. He goes, is it true how they portray attorneys in court on TV, like Law and Order? So he probably watches some of these shows that we're talking about.
I've seen lawyers like that. I try not to come across as a lawyer and being tight and stiff and in the courtroom. I'm not sure that builds trust with people when you look like a lawyer. If someone ever said you look very lawyerly, I'm not sure I'd like that. I don't know if I'd take that as a compliment.
Yeah. It's almost kind of scary sometimes going into, thank goodness I haven't had that experience, but going into court, you do this all the time. I haven't. So that's almost like, it's scary for someone that's never been there, and the attorney, and they're stuffy. Like, I can understand that feeling. But you guys, the attorneys here at D. Miller Associates, are super humble, down to earth. But what you see on TV is a different perception.
Right. You can be very professional and ethical without being stuffy or arrogant or any of that. And I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think it's okay to be accessible and relatable in a courtroom.
Yeah, definitely. So hopefully that answered your question, Leroy. Not everything's true what you see on TV, but it's good to hear the actual attorneys letting you know their perspective. So Edward now is our next question, saying, do you remember your experience after you went to court for your first time?
I remember.
Tell us about it. I want to hear.
I got thrown into a trial where I was taking the testimony, live testimony, of a board-certified neurologist here in Houston, who I'm not going to mention his name, but he was a professor at one of our medical schools, one of our fine medical schools here, and we hadn't taken his deposition before trial, so I'm taking him cold, which is something I do now regularly, and there's a lot of technical and strategic reasons for it. But back then, I didn't know what I was doing, and I think I had him on the stand for about 45 minutes, and at the end of it, I got him to admit his name, and that he was a doctor, and that he was a neurologist. And I think after that, I just passed the witness.
3 things. You got that one. After how many minutes did you say? 45?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. But now I'm pretty sure your experience is way different. How many years has it been? You said 28 years experience as an attorney?
27.
27. Wow. So by now your story might be a little bit different.
It's a little different. I've learned a thing or two.
Yes. And speaking of how your experience has gotten you where you're at now and even teaching, you will be at a huge convention coming up. You just mentioned one in Austin at the end of March, but there's another one. So this is called Mass Tort Made Perfect, coming in April in Las Vegas. So tell us a little bit about what the subject line that you're going to be speaking about in that seminar.
Well, I've got the privilege of representing about 140 women who were sexually assaulted and abused by a physician at University of Southern California. That is our allegations against him and against the school. And this went on for 30 years, and we represent a generational arc of women who were at USC in the late 80s, early 90s, and we even represent some students who are there now. And I've been asked to speak at Mass Torts Made Perfect about the USC case.
That's awesome. So the audience would be more in the lines of other attorneys.
Oh yeah, it's just a wall-to-wall lawyers, and insert lawyer joke there, but yeah, it's a big event. Lawyers from all over the country fly in for this and reserve these times on their calendar because it's a very special event.
So let us know if you guys want to see live the actual seminar of Andy Rubenstein, attorney Andy Rubenstein, speaking at Mass Tort Made Perfect in Las Vegas. This is going to be April 10th through the 12th. Do you know exactly what day you'll be speaking out of that range?
I think the 11th, but it's always subject to change.
Okay, so if you guys want to hear him live and in action, speaking about the USC sexual assaults, please let us know. Put a comment below so that we can make sure that we get that into action for you guys. Now, is this just going to be yourself, or is there going to be a panel of other attorneys speaking on the same topic?
When we did this last year, and I think the format's the same, there was a panel and there was a moderator. So there'll be, I think, 4 of us this year.
Okay, so there are different perspectives. There has been some breaking news also on USC. If you guys want a little bit more information, you can go to our website. There's a tab there that says USC sexual assault, the case that attorney Andy Rubenstein is proudly representing those survivors that we have. We do have a couple of comments. Brenda saying, happy Tuesday, guys. So thank you, Brenda. Michael is saying, good afternoon. I have Chriselle saying, cool shirt, Andy. I'm liking the rodeo feel to the show.
Yippee.
They like your shirt.
Yeah.
And Brenda is saying, love your hair, Madi, today. Thank you. We're doing this rodeo feel. So speaking of the rodeo, and in honor of the rodeo, we're going to change the show a little bit. So we're going to do a little fun segment. I hope you're ready. I think, yeah, we'll surprise you here as well. But before we do that, just in case you guys missed last week's episode, we had a professional bull rider, Andrew Alvarez, that came on the show. I want you to look at some highlights of last week's show. So let's take a look now.
Yes.
So I want you to talk a little bit about the rules. Like, you cannot touch the bull with that hand that is up, right?
No, it's part of the rules that free arm has to be where if you touch that bull, it is disqualification, no score, nothing.
That was you. Sorry, I was saying hi to
You're
you.
good.
So you cannot touch the bull at
No.
all. If
No.
not, you get disqualified.
Yes.
The other one, as you said back in your in the on the bull with your rope, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you have one securing it and the other one that's free. You gotta have it up.
Mm-hmm.
No touching.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's take a look at another one. We're kind of watching film here to see how the trends. That one was in Canada, but you looked very pumped on that one.
Oh,
Like you
yes,
were just
ma'am.
like, oh, let's go. Even after driving so many hours. Here's another one.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I remember this bull.
What is this one?
This bull was hair triggers in Pennsylvania, and man, he made me work for my money
Oh.
right there on Conway.
Oh my gosh. I want you to talk about that adrenaline. Once you get off or you get thrown off or whatever,
Oh man.
it's like fear for your life, isn't it?
Really, no. It's more
Okay.
like you have so much adrenaline in your system. When you make a bull ride like that, you feel like you're Superman. Like, that's why bull riders never go to the hospital, because they believe with all that adrenaline, we're adrenaline junkies. We just believe we're pretty much like invincible, and that's what bull riding does to you. It's one of those, I guess you could say, highs that you can never reach unless you get on a bull.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. So once the 8 seconds hits, 8 seconds, okay? Do you hear like some type of sound?
Yes.
And from there, like you can't just get off like, okay, bye. Like
Yeah.
you have to throw yourself off,
Yeah,
right?
you hear, "Ah," and then you step off.
And I bet you have a technique. It's
Yeah.
not step off. We're not just stepping off. We're like throwing ourselves
Yeah,
off,
oh,
right?
yeah, and hopefully, I'm not good at it. My buddy Ezekiel Mitchell is. He lands on his feet every time, but I kind of fall and
Feet?
roll. Yeah. he's-
Fall and roll. That's what we're seeing. We're saying fall and roll just looks like painful. Yeah. So we have another comment before we go to this next. We have a couple more comments. We have Doug, got to meet Andrew in Denver. So much fun to meet and follow you, Andrew. Good luck and God bless.
Thanks, Doug. Hope
Yeah.
you're doing good, man.
Yeah, that's Doug right there. And we have Patricia. Patricia saying so much fun to follow Andrew. Let's talk before we go into this video. How can they follow you? Awesome. What a cool show that was with the professional bull rider. The bull section is going to be coming up here in the rodeo. But in honor of the rodeo, here we are. We're doing a taste test. I hope you're ready.
It's my favorite part of the rodeo.
Okay, this is his favorite part. So have you ate lunch today, by the way?
Did not. I'm
Neither
starving.
did I, so excuse us if we're just a little bit all over the place. But the rodeo started yesterday. The actual rodeo, the cook-off started on, I believe it was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of last week that just passed. Did you get the pleasure of going?
I have not. I've been saving it up for today.
Yeah, we have your cook-off right here.
This is my cook-off.
Yes,
right here.
this is your cook-off. So this is all for you. We're going to try this. Now, what this is a barbecue feel from the pit room, okay? I personally haven't been to the pit room, but it smells, I wish you guys could smell it, delicious, okay? It smells amazing. I can only imagine going to the actual restaurants, or after this we'll probably go. So if you guys want to go visit the pit room after our critique, I strongly suggest. I know you guys are on the show also for Hero of Behavior winner. Attorney Andy Rubenstein is going to do the honor after we finish with the taste test. So we still have a couple more minutes for that. So we're going to go ahead and actually before that, we got 2 comments. So we have Kathleen is saying, hi there, congrats on all of your accomplishments. Thank you, Kathleen.
Thank you, Kathleen.
And she's saying bull riders are amazing. Kathleen is also saying love all the rodeo themed things. So thank you. It's an honor. It's a huge thing here in Houston. Not just Houston, Austin, and San Antonio as well. So let's go ahead and.
I've been in a rodeo before.
You've been in a rodeo.
I did.
Oh, what was your actual role?
I did barrel racing.
Barrel racing. Okay, I want you to talk a little bit about what that entailed.
Racing around a barrel.
That's
3
it.
of them.
Did you win a prize?
I did. I came in second.
Second place. Okay, so next time maybe we'll have him with his award, and maybe you need to show us the barrel race. Here, going across production. Maybe. We'll see.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll have that. So now we're going to get started with our taste testing, okay? So taste testing, the first thing we have here is beef sausage, okay? I'm going to lift it up. We're going to put it here in the middle. Beef sausage, which is a Czech style. So you're going to go ahead and go first, and then I'll follow you.
That's delicious.
Yeah, I'm struggling over here, but that's really good. Oh, you taste the smoky part of it. Oh, I have a pizza on my lips.
I need to maybe confirm what I think I'm tasting here. Hang on.
Okay, there goes your second. I'm still on the first. It's totally fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mmm.
that's what I thought.
That's super, super good.
Very smoky.
I think you have one more piece. You might want to try it. So if you guys want to go try it out, the pit room, they'll put the location here. Go ahead. One
Sure.
more. Yeah, for sure. They'll put the location here so that you guys can go try this. Oh, wow, that's really good. Czech style beef sausage. All right, so we're going to move this along. You look like you're stuffed.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. We still have a lot more. So the next thing is potato salad. So everybody is pretty infamous for their potato salad. Everyone, I mean, it depends, right? Because a lot of people like it, don't. Some are very mayonnaise focused or mustard focused. So we're
Yeah.
about to find out what, this looks pretty mustard-y focused.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bite. I took a big bite.
Mm.
Mmm.
It's good. Tangy. Not too.
It's pickled, right?
Yeah. Pickles, potato. Doesn't get lost in the sauce. It's good.
Yeah, I see a big a boiled egg there, so
Oh, yeah.
caution
Yeah.
with that. But yeah, that's really good. I can only imagine here in a second.
Good color.
Good color with the sausage. That might be a great mix as well. So that we'll leave that one for later, so we
Okay.
don't get a little too messy. This next one is going to be the Venetian sausage. Okay, black pepper and garlic. Venison sausage. I don't know if you guys heard me, but the venison sausage, he already started.
Very lean.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Not gamey at all. Oh, little heat at the end too.
There is a little heat at the end.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Okay.
Venetian sausage.
Venetian, yeah. So which? Oh, that
Venice.
is spicy. Hold on, I need some water. So between 1 and 2, beef sausage and Venetian sausage. Which one would you say?
I'm going with the Venetian.
Mm.
Yeah. It's
I'm
good.
gonna go with the beef sausage. Yeah, that definitely has a kick. Now, hold your horses because the last one has jalapeno. So if this one has a kick, oh my, I can't even imagine what the last one's gonna bring.
Let me go first on this.
Okay, so this one's a pork sausage jalapeno cheddar. He's gonna go ahead and try it. While he's doing that, we also have elote. The elote is right here. Do you know what elote means?
Corn?
In Spanish. Great guess!
I hope it means corn.
Yes, so,
there's a plate
yeah.
of corn right there.
That's exactly what it means. I don't know if you're gonna wanna try this. I am a corn girl.
But if it meant tomato, you need to take it back. That's good.
You can't make me laugh while I'm taste testing here. But yes, it is, elote is corn in Spanish. That's really good. So it does have some creamy
Yeah?
stuff, and it has some like chili, because I also feel a little kick on that
Really?
one. Yeah. Yeah, you might want to try that. That's really good.
Oh, that's a nice compliment.
Yeah.
A little sweet from the corn, a little spicy.
I think we need to combine all these because we're doing one by one. So how'd you feel about the jalapeno cheddar?
It's good. Honestly,
Okay.
it's not as spicy as the
No?
Venetian.
Okay, you might have to take that because that was a little kick. So now here we go. We're trying this one. Okay.
I feel the arteries just clogging as I sit here. It's like
That's exactly what's happening.
a statue.
Wow. That is really good. I think my favorite is 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna let you have that one. You're right. It's not as spicy. I see the jalapeno, and I do see the cheddar in there, but it's a good little mix.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a party.
Yep.
A party in your mouth here. So I'm gonna take this other one. Pretty good. So how about the sides? Which one's your favorite?
I like the elote.
The elote.
Yeah.
That means corn. Wow. Okay. So great recommendation. Again, we're talking the pit room. We do have some questions. So let me finish this. Hold on. Some water. Let's take a little break. Hold on. Water time. Okay, that was really good. Andy, this is my favorite part, definitely. We didn't eat lunch, so This was definitely worth it. So Michael's saying, I missed out on the cookout this year. So I know Andy did too, but he gets his little private cookout here. We're here in the action. Brenda's saying, looks good. And then she gave us the little emojis with the sticking out tongue. So thank you, Brenda. I also have Kathleen. Do you want to show them? No.
No.
I have Kathleen saying, I am hungry now. Yes, Kathleen, you definitely need to go try the pit room. If you guys like spice,
This is for Kathleen, right?
yeah, he's going to go ahead and take a bite for you, Kathleen, because
It's for you.
yeah, that one is his favorite. That one's a spicy one. So he got your back. And then we have Brenda here. Potato salad is really good. So she's probably tried that as well.
Mhm.
Kathleen is saying, I bet it's amazing, all of it. It was.
Yeah, it's good.
It was so good. Right now you're not seeing us devour the sides because they're going to get a little messy and we are standing up and he's wearing a white shirt. So we want to be a little respectful of that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and get that last one because I'm not. And then Brenda saying, from all of them, which one is y'all's favorite? Okay, so if you had to pick one out of the 5 plates, what would you say?
The Venetian.
Okay, he still says the Venetian.
The empty one.
The still winning. I liked the beef sausage. Out of the 2 sides, which one would you say is your favorite?
I love that. Yeah.
Okay.
Still.
I actually like the potato salad. It was really good. But I think I'm going to need another bite of the elote. Let's see. Where am I? There's a lot of comments. So thank you guys. So Kathleen is saying, I'm going to have to try out the pit room. Sounds and looks amazing. I'm really hungry now. Kathleen saying, haha, so mean. I'm sorry. You took that last bite for her. So it was in honor of you.
It was good.
It was so good. So
really
this was a great idea. He already has 2 empty plates, and then I will devour this after. But you know, this was a great idea. We want to recommend you guys going to the pit room. I still have a little kick. I don't know if you still feel it in your mouth, the heat.
A lot of heat.
So if you guys like more of a spicy feel, this is definitely the route to go. And yeah, definitely highly recommend it. They might have other plates as well, you know, that you guys can take advantage of, not necessarily these plates, but these are the ones we chose for today.
Beer cools it off too.
Oh, beer cools it off.
Little local knowledge.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll just have to go, you and I, to this place, and we'll definitely cool it down because I still feel the heat. So definitely, this is awesome. So what we're going to do now, we're going to change it a little bit more. Heroic behavior.
Oh yes.
So that is actually today we're announcing the winner. But before we go to announce the winner, we're going to go ahead and talk about last month. So what we gave last month is a gym membership to 9 Innovations.
Wonderful.
Yes, that winner, we're going to go ahead and show you a clip of the winner now. Hey there, we're here at 9 Innovations. Now we're giving out the award for the heroic behavior for the month of January. And here we are with Julie. Congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you.
So how does it feel to be the winner of this month's heroic behavior?
It's pretty exciting. I never win anything, so I was pretty surprised.
Well, that's good. Now you're a winner of something, so now you can't use that line anymore. So this is actually pretty fun. You have a 30-day membership here at 9 Innovations. So they basically get to work you out, get you healthy. What is your goal that you're trying to obtain from this facility?
I just want to be more healthy.
That's a good goal. Being more healthy along the lines, they're going to get you toned up. If you guys have seen around here, everyone's working out hard and they're trying to get toned up, trying to get healthy. So you're in for a treat. It's guys and girls, so it's a good environment, but it really pushes you. So that's going to be starting soon. So when do you think you're going to be starting?
Probably in a month.
In a month. Okay, now I know you said right now you're experiencing an injury, so that's why she has to wait a month. Now you will be getting a trainer. One trainer. They have about 3 trainers here, one of them being Abdul Foster, and they have 2 more. So how do you feel about getting a trainer that's going to help you exclusively for you, your body, your goals, your everything?
A little nervous and scared.
Well, don't be nervous and scared. They're great. I've actually done the workout myself. It is hard. They do push you, but you're in good hands, I promise you. So congratulations again for winning the Heroic Behavior 30-day membership here at 9 Innovations. Make sure you guys tune in for the next Heroic Behavior of the current month. You guys have to just go to the Facebook page, D. Miller Law, so that you guys can like it and have a chance to win. Till next time. So that is awesome. That winner got to enjoy a membership in honor of health and wellness for the beginning of the year, which is awesome. And as we are here eating all this food, and then we have a comment, Brenda, saying no desserts. It's not in our diet, not today. Maybe next time we'll have some desserts. I know in the rodeo they have stuff like the funnel cake, fried Oreos, fried Twinkies.
Yeah, fried everything.
They probably
Yeah.
even fried butter.
Fried butter, yeah.
I've never had the pleasure of trying that, and I don't even think I would want to.
What
That
could
is
go wrong?
crazy. That just
What could
sounds
go wrong?
like a heart attack right there. But hey, what could go wrong, says attorney Andy. So let's move on to what the moment you guys have been waiting for, which is this little envelope. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over. What it is before you open it is this month's winner is 2 tickets to Brad Paisley's concert at the rodeo. How many of you guys are excited for that? That's a
Great
good
show. I mean,
gonna be a great show, absolutely.
good show.
So I think if you're ready, I know they're ready
all
to
right,
announce the winner.
Here you go.
Yeah, drum roll.
Our winner this week is Esmeralda Yvette.
All right.
Congrats, Esmeralda.
Congratulations, Esmeralda Yvette. If you're watching now, please give us a little heart. But if not, we will send you. He has it right there. It's proof. We'll send you a direct message so that you can claim your prize. So today was an awesome show. Very rodeo friendly. Here we are with our boots, with your shirt. You were just missing your cowboy hat. I don't know if you have one, but that's the only thing that was missing.
Real cowboys don't wear their hats inside.
That's a good point. You're right. They don't wear their hats inside. You know what? You got me.
It's a test, right?
Exactly.
You were testing me.
It was a test, but no. This week is rodeo time here in Houston. So I want to tell everybody who goes out to, first of all, drink responsibly. Be very careful. Make sure not only are you watching for yourself, but for others. There's a lot of accidents during this time. So Attorney Andy Rubenstein, if you want to leave our viewers for one last comment or quote, what would you leave them with?
Yippee-ki-yi-yo.
There we go, in honor of the rodeo. So I want to thank all of you guys for watching the show, for sharing it, and for liking everything on the show. Make sure you tune in for next month's Heroic Behavior, and don't forget to watch next week's episode. Until next time, thank you for tuning in to Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm your host, Madi B. and Andy Rubenstein.